Hello, everyone. This is Wayne coming to you from Wayne's Model World here in Central Florida. Today we're going to do a little two-part video. We're going to start off with a mail call, a couple things I've received in the mail, and then we're going to do the update on the FUSA FD100 pickup truck. We have we're not completed yet, but we do have a little bit of an update on it, so we'll do that. Let's start with the mail call. First of all, the other day in the mail, I got a shop card. First time I got a shop card in a very long time. This is from CD Scale Models, Chris. Very nice card. Simple, but yet it's really designed nice. A couple words on the back, kind words on the back. I subscribe to Chris's channel. If you haven't, jump over there and take a look at it. Very interesting guy, builds some nice stuff. Chris, I've already put one of my cards in the mail to you this morning. So if you see this, one's on the way. Okay, next, I don't know where. I can't remember where I've seen this, and I'm sorry. I find these things, I hear these things, and I always don't remember who brought them up, and I can't give them credit. But I'm sorry for that. This here. Either on Facebook or on YouTube or somewhere, someone showed this. What it is, it's a circuit board clamp kit. I've imagined some of you have seen this advertised or someone has shown it. I thought it was kind of neat. Whenever the person showed this is how he showed it. I'm going to demonstrate it real quick here. This is what it looks like. And I'm telling you, it was $10.29, and this thing is really built nice. I mean, it's sturdy, it's steel. Of course, this part here is plastic. It's spring-loaded up here. But I'm going to demonstrate what this gentleman, how he demonstrated it, and how I'm going to use it. In fact, I've already have done this. You put that in there. You slide this back. Of course, this end here is spring-loaded. You spring that in tight. You bring that in tight, and you just tighten this up. Now, what this makes, it's actually a motherboard holder for computers, but what it ends up being is like a rotisserie, like you would have for your one-to-ones. This is just an old chassis. This is nothing I'm working on. This is just something I found in my junk for demonstration. And then you can actually lock it on the side so it don't turn no more if you don't want it to turn. But if you want it to turn, you just loosen these up, and you can turn it. And I found it to be pretty nice. I've used it on the Fus build I'm doing. If you want to glue stuff, it holds it. You're not trying to juggle around. You can put it in, leave it set. The glue sets up real nice. So I thought it was kind of neat. For $10.29 on Amazon, I don't think you can go wrong. And then all you do, I've already I tried bodies in here. It will also hold a body. I don't have a body right now, but it's very adjustable. Of course, this is spring loaded, so you load it up. You loosen this up, and then you can adjust it to wherever you want, and then you just tighten it up. And then, of course, if you tighten it all the way, it'll make these so they don't turn no more, and you can keep them steady. But for that kind of money, and both sides are adjustable, this side will move also. So I thought for that kind of money, for $10, when I seen it, I said, I can't go wrong for $10. If it don't work, I'll use it. I'll find something. I'll use it to put something in the paint or what. But I found for building the chassis was really, really, really helpful. But that's my mail call for today. That's the two things I had for my mail call. Now, we're going to move on to the update on the FUS Ford FD100 pickup. We're not very far along. We do have a mock-up. I do have it mocked up. I'm going to bring that up and put that up here shortly. Basically, here we go. This is somewhat of a mock-up I have going on. It's in prime. Of course, it's in gray prime. I still got to do some sanding on it and probably re-prime it again. One of the things I've done is I removed, usually says FUS back here. I did away with that. Up front, I where the front bumper goes, I filled the holes. This grill, of course, this ain't the factory grill. This ain't the stock grill. This grill came in another Ford kit, another 53 Ford kit I had. And I had it in it, and I took it back out, and I put the stock one in. I didn't like it because what it did, it stuck out too far. Even when I went to put it in this one, it stuck out past the hood. So basically what I did, I shaved it all down in the back. I shaved it down thin, so when you put it in there, it's not really glued in, so it will fit tighter than that even when I glue it. But it lays back in now. It's flush. The only thing that sticks out is a little bit is the headlight doors. And I've also gone ahead and I've cut the grill openings. I still got to do some black wash on this and still do some more on this. I got a black wash in here and on both sides. But that's a grill I chose to use for it. The wheels, I think I mentioned when I started this that I did not like the wheels that come with this kit. I'm not a big fan of the big wheels and low profile tires. I wanted to be more of a retro type thing. The old style hot rod. So I found these deep dish with the moons. So I used those. Of course, they're wider in the back, narrower in the front. Kind of got it sitting down low. I'm not really totally done. Everything's just kind of sitting loose right at the moment. Nothing's tightened down on this. So that's basically what we're doing with the tires and wheels. That's what I'm going to use for the tires and wheels. There also was, I got to do a little bit more work. There was a seam up here. I filled it once and it's kind of shown again. I'm going to have to go back and maybe do another light putty. There was a seam here where this top fits on. I did away with it. I want to do away with that. I filled the gas where the gas filler goes. As you can see, it's still there a little bit. Like I said, this is still in the rough stages. I did the putty work, sanded down, put primer on it just so once you prime them, a lot of things show up. You can see a lot more things. I got a little bit here yet, and we'll just put a little bit more putty and do a little bit more sanding and then do the final priming. We do have the engine done. Somewhat. We don't have it wired. We have the engine wired, but we don't have the, if I can pick this up without everything's not falling apart, we'll take a look in there. That's the engine, it's wired. Of course, it's plumbed. We got a braided radiator hose. I don't know if that's focusing. It's got the Roush decals on it. I painted the motor two-tone blue. It's a dark blue with the metallic blue valve covers and air cleaner. Of course, we did the spark plug wires. We made our own distributor, like we always do. We have the gas line. And we have the vacuum hose back there. I don't know if you can see it. But when we're all done and we get it all together, we will do the wiring underneath the hood, back in here and everything. Of course, like I said, this is just kind of just sitting. Nothing's permanent. The interior, let me see if I can zoom in on this interior a little bit better. Let's see if we can give you a look at the interior. Let's move her up. The interior we did in a metallic blue. The decals, the gray on the seats, are the decals that came with the kit. I just thought I would just stay with that. Of course, we chromed the handles and chromed the power window switches. We put a chrome steering wheel in it. Of course, we got our speedo and some other, and our knobs, or we chromed the knobs. You can't see the flooring, but we did do the flooring in a gray felt. Looks like gray carpeting. We did do that. Let me zoom back out here a little bit. The undercarriage, if I can tip this, hopefully nothing will fall off or won't fall apart. Of course, the undercarriage, we had the exhaust. I got to do some touch up here and there. We got our bolts in red. We got the brake booster there. We got our exhaust. Made my telescoping dry shaft like I always do. Charlie Mac idea. But that's basically where we're at right now. We still got a long way to go. We still got some things to do. As far as the color, I did paint the underside of the hood. I always do this. I always paint the underside of the hood first so I can get an idea of what it's going to look like. We did go with the dark gray with the blue hint. It seemed like that's what most people liked. I don't know how well it's showing up. It don't seem to be. My lighting ain't quite the greatest here that'll show this. Let's see if I zoom it in here. See if we get in any closer. Yeah, there it goes. Got a little run in the clear there. I didn't do the pin marks under the hood, which I should have, but it ain't that important. I don't really display the underneath of the hood. But there's the color. It's the pearl with the blue highlight. So that's that would be this here. My Lemire. It's pearl with a highlight blue, light blue. So that's that. We did the engine. Of course, we did the block of the engine in an Oxford blue. That's pretty close to Ford blue. The seats are done in a Deco Art ice blue. This is what I used on the seats and some of the trim. But other than that, that's pretty much it. We're going to go ahead and hopefully today get the body finished up. Get some stuff more done on the body. Get the body cleaned up to where it's ready for paint. Go ahead and get all our painting done. And then we can move on from there. We will keep you updated, of course. But she's coming along pretty nice. It's nice to do a Revell kit again. I love the Revell kits. AMTs, some of them are all right, but every time I build a Revell, I never have any problems. The instructions are nice. They give you, everybody knows, they tell you what the parts are by numbers. If you look up the number and you go over and find the number, you find out. Because a lot of times you look at these parts and you say, I do anyway. I say, what the heck is this supposed to be? And of course, if you look it up, they'll tell you what it's supposed to be. It's a hood hinge. It's this. It's a hose for that. It's something, But I really love doing these Revell kits. It's a shame that they don't have enough of them on. AMT seems to have the market on the kits you want, on the types of cars you want. But this is coming along, I think, pretty good. I'm happy with it. There's a shot we can get on the interior. Another shot of the interior. We added some stuff on the dash down there, the chrome. But that's it for right now. We will be back in a few days, maybe with more progress, maybe a finished product. I don't know. But this is Wayne. Stay safe. Have a good one. Goodbye.